What if your body has been speaking to you your entire life through tension, through exhaustion, through longing, through the emotions you could never fully explain? What if the pain was never punishment, but memory? And what if beneath all the inherited noise, there was still a part of you waiting to come home? Let's enter the body like sacred terrain, not to fix ourselves, not to force healing, but to listen. Last Sunday, inside a right circle called Body Rights, we entered a healing journey through the subconscious. I never fully know where these circles will go beforehand. I bring the container, the somatic healing, the intention to listen, and then the field begins to speak. Through the body, sensation, memory, through the emotions we've carried silently for years. What unfolded this time became a journey through inherited pain, nervous system survival, the mother wound, and the quiet parts of ourselves still waiting to be witnessed. And slowly, through breath, writing, imagery, and presence, the body began guiding us home. And that's the journey I want to share with you now. Not as something to watch from a distance, but as something to feel with your entire body. So take a breath, soften your shoulders, and allow yourself to enter slowly. This is Body Rights, the Mother Wound. Across oceans, across cities, across silent rooms lit only by candlelight, we gather. Not because we have everything figured out, but because something inside us is tired of carrying everything alone. Each person arrives like an island in the dark, holding invisible stories, unspoken grief, questions without language. And yet somehow, the moment we enter together, the loneliness softens. A circle begins forming long before words are spoken. The nervous system starts to exhale. The body senses you are safe enough now to feel. You are not alone. You are never alone. Slowly, attention turns inward. Breath by breath, layer by layer, the outside world begins to dissolve. A soft light moves through the body, through the throat, the chest, the abdomen, the womb, places that learn to hold what the voice could not. The body remembers everything, not only trauma, but survival, not only pain, but wisdom, and beneath the surface, something ancient begins to stir. A feeling, a memory, a truth waiting patiently in silence. This is the descent, not downward into darkness, but inward toward honesty. And for many, this is the first time they have truly listened. Then the wound begins to speak, not in sentences, not in logic, but through sensation, emotion, images, tightness, heat, pressure, tears. The inner child appears, still waiting to be seen, still carrying stories inherited long before understanding. The mother wound reveals itself, not as blame, but as inherited survival. The ache of emotional absence, the fear of being too much or never enough, the longing to feel safe inside love. And suddenly, the body is no longer the enemy, it becomes the messenger, a sacred archive of everything the soul survived in silence. And as the emotions rise, something extraordinary begins to happen. The wound is no longer hidden, and what is seen can finally begin to heal. Then comes the break-in, the collapse, the moment the old structures can no longer hold. The walls built from fear, people-pleasing, self-abandonment, ancestral shame begin to crack. And in the inner world, the participants become giants, larger than the stories that once imprisoned them. They stomp through inherited identities, through emotional cages, through generations of silence. Stone crumbles, runes fall, dust rises into golden light. This is not destruction born from violence. It is liberation, the soul refusing to remain small, the body choosing life over survival. And beneath the rubble, something alive is waiting. After the collapse comes softness. The earth receives what no longer belongs to us. Grass grows through the ruins, water flows again. The nervous system begins to unclench. And then the mother returns. Not only the earthly mother, but the divine mother, the archetype of unconditional presence. She arrives with warmth instead of judgment, with compassion instead of performance, with remembrance instead of shame. She places the key back into our hands, the key to worthiness, to belonging, to self-love. And for the first time in a long time, the inner child stops searching outside themselves for permission to exist, because love has returned home. And from that love, a new self emerges, not perfect, not finished, but embodied, grounded, open, alive. The body is no longer a battlefield. It becomes sacred land. The heart expands, the breath deepens, the soul inhabits the body more fully. This is rebirth. By remembering who you were before the world taught you to disappear. And as each person rises, they do not heal alone. The healing moves backward through generation and forward into the lives they will touch. One body remembering itself changes everything. So please take a moment now to notice what moved inside you, what surfaced, what softened, what asked to be witnessed. You may want to replay this meditation another day, allowing different layers to reveal themselves over time. And you may also feel called to write afterward to let the body continue speaking through the page. And if this journey resonated with you, you are invited to subscribe and return for future healing journeys and right circles. There is a space for your story here, a space to feel, to unravel, to remember, to become. And if you wish to join us live, you can find future right circles at wisdomsourcehealing.com/right circles. So until next time, listen, write, and heal. And remember, your body is not working against you. It is trying to bring you home.